Welcome back to our channel. This is our new engine. If you've been following along with us, you've seen it in a couple episodes back when we first purchased it in November of 2022. We've been storing it in our garage until we were able to put it in our boat. Unfortunately, we didn't cover the exhaust, so mice got in and stored their food in it. Rob pulled the head off the engine to clean out the mice food and the burn-up food you can see in the cylinders and on top of the pistons. Today we went to the monster truck show on the Wildwood Beach with some of our family. Me and Rob went to one years ago, but it was in a stadium and it was really loud. So this show was really cool being out in the open and on the beach. Atlas was loving watching the trucks too. Then we went to the boardwalk for a little bite to eat, and Atlas went on a couple rides with our nephew.
Hi, bud! Atlas!
He loved the rides and actually cried when they stopped. Rob put in some new bulkheads with thickened epoxy. The numbers you see are where the new fiberglass will be laid. He took the old prop shaft tube out. There was a void in the fiberglass. It was a little wet, so he ground it out fully. It was barely adhered to the hole. It peeled right off after some grinding of the fiberglass. He ground it out fully so it had enough space to adjust, then made bushings to go around the prop shaft in the inside of the prop shaft tube. To align it, and he used thickened epoxy to put it in first, then fully fiberglassed it in. He test fitted the new prop shaft tube and grinded some more. He debated on whether to get another piece of plywood to fiberglass in, but decided at least with the Kusa it'll last longer. Tonight we just finished meeting up with Matt and some of his crew from Ocean Research Project in Annapolis, Maryland. We met Matt over a year ago when we helped him work on his research sailboat. He was getting ready for an exploration. The Ocean Research Project is an awesome mission studying human-induced stress on the ocean by using a sailboat. Now we're waiting for the boat taxi to take us to Scott and Diane's boat from SV Booger to stay aboard the night and then go to the Annapolis boat show tomorrow. It was so nice catching up with our friends, then we went to bed. We had a good night's sleep, and of course it was great to be aboard. They're on a mooring ball in the Annapolis Harbor, right across from the boat show.
Bill's phone.
Oh, jeez.
So he went out this week on like Thursday or something with his dad.
What are you doing?
He stayed on the boat and took a shower on the boat.
You're on Scott and Diane's boat, buddy?
Bill's phone pumps it up. Yeah. Well, with that, and then his shaft seal, dripping.
We had a nice time with Scott and Diane, and we appreciate them having us stay the night. We had the water taxi pick us up again. We had a very good lunch at the Annapolis Market House, and then headed to the show. Unfortunately, it was a cold, rainy day today. There was still a good crowd, but because of the rain, it was not as busy as it was in previous years. We walked around for a little while, but didn't want to go on too many new boats like we did before because of the rain. But we did check out this beautiful boat, the Pride of Baltimore II. She's a clipper topsail schooner that was built after the tragic sinking of the original Pride sailboat. The first Pride of Baltimore was the first Baltimore clipper to be built in 150 years and was commissioned on May 1st, 1977. During her 9 years at sea, she voyaged to Bermuda, New York, and Nova Scotia and sailed over 150,000 nautical miles. That's equal to 6 times around the globe. She sailed further in 9 years than most sailing vessels travel in their lifetimes. On May 14, 1986, on her way home from a successful European campaign, the Pride of Baltimore was struck by a microburst squall north of Puerto Rico. Within minutes, the schooner sank. The ship, her captain, and her 3 crew members were lost at sea. The public's support forced the Pride of Baltimore Incorporated into going forward with a new ship, and by 1986, Pride of Baltimore II plans were underway. Pride of Baltimore II, after being fitted out and rigged, was commissioned on October 23, 1988, at Brown's Wharf in Fells Point, just blocks from the shipyard where the original Pride of Baltimore had been built in 1812. Since her commissioning, Pride II has sailed over 275,000 nautical miles and visited more than 200 ports in 40 countries in North, South, and Central America, Europe, and Asia. It was an awesome trip, but it was time to head back home. Rob got the engine up and running. It fired right up. Now he's fiberglassing the bulkheads in.
Windy today.
We visited the Tuckerton Seaport and Baymen's Museum, which is a community museum and community center. We looked at the neat maritime history in the museum and climbed the lighthouse. But you can also go on a ferry ride, and we didn't realize there are so many more exhibits to check out there too. Then we went to Beach Haven.
Come on, buddy. I have.
We collected sand from a local beach to try to use for anti-slip grip in the cockpit.
Try out the sand non-skid. See how we do. Wait for the paint to dry underneath. Select the loose stuff up with the vacuum and paint over it. Oh, we'll see.
Fiberglassing is all done, including the through hole. Then Rob painted it. We went for a sail on our friends Chris and Kate's boat. They were moving their boat from Bayway Marina to Hancock Harbor and asked if we wanted to join, and of course we said yes.
Exactly where you should be going. What? He head home. He's going back. What? For Hampshire?
At least we have 3 people to steer.
Yeah, it was working 2 days ago.
As soon as we got out into the Delaware Bay, Chris tried to put on the autopilot, but for some reason it didn't seem to be working. But like we said, luckily we were all able to take turns steering. It was such a beautiful day to be out on the water, but there was barely any wind, so we motor sailed. Chris's friend Jack came with us too.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Oh. Yeah. You like the home, huh?
He's got this little like push box.
Atlas always falls asleep on a boat underway. He loves it.
Yeah, because
Well, it was going against the current, full moon current, so that's reasonable. Still sad.
it's my goddamn money.
Well, it's funny you say that because I saw my PPE.
Chris was happy to make us some boat cakes.
Every time he sneezes. He's like, I'm not covering my mouth.
The tank should go for 36 hours of motoring. Yeah, we did.
Put bets on him. Set him every time.
Twice as much as they will.
Here we are. You can see the channel marker for the Cohansey River.
Yeah, there's another cut through, and that's not the one. We're like a little bass boat or something.
Yeah, man.
It was a great motor sail with great company. We checked on running free before we left and showed Jack our boat. She's still under maintenance.
Ready to go home, buddy?
Dusty.
Atlas discovered a new trick on that ride home, drinking a mouthful of water, then spitting it out.
Yeah, you drive it over the line. I believe you put it out half an hour.
Yeah, because you're going to and fro.
Yeah.
Then we had some sushi for dinner at Dakota Prime Steakhouse and Sushi Bar.
Very good.
We went for a walk at Murray's River Bluffs Preserve. Theo always has to take a dip in the water anywhere we go.
Come on, dude.
Atlas really loves this pack. I found this awesome old train rail that the tree grew around. Nature's so amazing. He loves it so much he'll often fall asleep in it. Here's the Kusa board that Rob cut out for the cockpit sole. Now we're finally putting the engine in. It went really well, with the help from Rob's dad Dave and our friend Chris. What are you doing? What are you doing, blue boy? Stop rubbing on everything. What are you doing?
Stay here, bud.
What's that?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Thank you. See it?
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
He cut down the prop shaft to get a loose fit since everything wasn't in yet.
Yes.
The bushing keeps going in. No good? Well, we're way off, right? Okay. Too low? Okay, we can jack those mounts up.
It's in. Yeah.
He used Mercusa for the cockpit drain valves. He mounted the bilge pump and the anti-siphon valve. He cut out the hole for the gauge cluster for the engine.
Where's it, bud? Easy.
Here's our old cutlass bearing. Coming up,
This is the longest one we're on.
About to put the new prop shaft tube in.
Chris, help me mount 2 through holes.
Here we go. Do some sandblasting. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Good job.